Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I just got back from seeing Captain America Civil War, and in contrast to Batman vs. Superman, this was a fantastic movie. I think this has been the rare superhero trilogy that has been solid for now 3 movies. Even The Dark Knight, as great as it was, the last one was a letdown. But here we have 3 solid movies. I'm not a fan personally of the superheroes killing each other, but fortunately, unlike Batman vs. Superman, this movie doesn't just focus on that only. This is a solid chapter that advances the Captain America story, which started way back with the first Avenger, which was really this period piece that beamed in from the golden age of Hollywood. The cinematography, the perfect casting. Chris Evans, he's like a Errol Flynn type actor and character. The way he plays this role, totally different from who he was in Fantastic Four, which I think shows what a good actor he is. He's always played this character totally straight. Probably the most genuinely good and honest person in the history of cinema in terms of the character. There's no irony. This is the Captain America that everybody knows and loves from the comic books going way back. That may have been the best comic book movie of all time. Then there was The Winter Soldier. The basic plot here is picking up after the Avengers 2, and the government is trying to crack down on the Avengers, and the United Nations are trying to crack down on them for the civilian casualties they are supposedly responsible for in Sokovia and other parts of the world. And then there's another disaster in which Bucky Barnes is blamed for instigating. So then there's a manhunt, and it's Captain America's loyalty to his old friend that really creates the fissure between the two sides of the Avengers, along with these accords they're supposed to sign to come under the jurisdiction of the United Nations. Where DC Comics, I think, made a huge mistake in trying to rush everything into one movie, and this is the example of how you do it. 2 great movies ahead of this that have developed this really epic all-American story of Captain America and Bucky Barnes, and you can see through the 3 movies the genuine friendship of the characters. Bucky would not leave Captain America behind in the first one, going from back in their childhood over 70 or 80 years to the present. And it's not something you can rush in one movie. Like in Winter Soldier, in this movie you'll hear Captain America and Bucky Barnes talking about their earlier days back in Brooklyn from 70 or 80 years ago. And then at the same time you also learn a lot about the Winter Soldier and what he was going through and more of what that was all about. The fighting scenes in this, I think, are the best of any of the Marvel films so far. Way better than the Avengers. There's much more of a solid reason, particularly that you find out at the end, as to why these characters would be fighting than there was in Batman vs. Superman. There weren't any cheap gimmicks or rip-offs. No ending like Batman vs. Superman. No one-sided fight like Batman vs. Superman. Great special effects, although the 3D was not impressive at all. I didn't see much of anything coming out of the screen. But really, this story is as much about the characters and the relationships than it is about special effects. The way the story and the characters develop and advance in this movie, I think Captain America fans will be very satisfied with that. And with the ending of the movie, great to see this an epic team from comic book history of Captain America and Bucky fighting on the same team again. And so I would highly recommend this movie. I'm going to give it 5 stars. This could be the best movie of the year. And now that I've seen it, I can finally break glass on this great movie magazine that I got a few weeks ago. There's really been a lot of spoilers out there that I've had to avoid. They're practically showing the movie on the internet, all the clips and the reviews coming out weeks early. But this book here, you've got some great art here of Bucky Barnes and Iron Man fighting. And you've got some, I think Stan Lee really sums it up here in the front when he says that Cap represents the best in the human condition. And it's really hard to find a true hero in cinema these days. You have the Winter Soldier and the Scarlet Witch, another great character. I don't know why they say there should be a Black Widow movie. I'd want to see a Scarlet Witch movie. It's just a great character, and I think like Rey in Star Wars and Wonder Woman, this is the type of character that can carry a movie, almost godlike powers. The female superhero movies so far have been people with no powers, like Elektra or Catwoman. You know, they don't really have any overwhelming powers. This is the type of character I think that can carry a 2-hour movie. And I thought this was Hawkeye's best appearance so far in an Avengers movie. There's a good surprise for fans of Ant-Man in one of the big battles in this film. He actually has a number of scenes. Agent 13, another character that gets a fair amount of time in this chapter. There's this interesting dynamic with her being the niece of Agent Carter and Captain America's past with her that makes for an interesting plot point development in this movie. And of course everybody wanted to have Black Panther in this, and that was certainly, the actor was very good in this, and I think that the character was really done justice in this movie, unlike what happened in Superman this year. So you've got some, and of course another fan favorite that's going to have his time in this film. It's definitely great to see that. And then you've got some more great concept art in here. So overall, I think this is definitely worth picking up, a high quality paper. Now I'm looking forward to actually reading what's in here. Now there won't be any spoilers, so hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.